How to make a woman desperate and have her eating out of your hand? Are you tired of always being the one desperate for women, always chasing them? Well, I'm here to help you flip the script. My name is Isabella Grace, and I'm a specialist in relationships and attraction. I help men become more confident, secure, and capable of winning over high-value women. Let's get straight to the point. Have you ever heard of the term mental trigger? Mental triggers are mechanisms that speed up decision-making. They're often used in marketing to shorten the consumer's journey from desire to purchase. But here's the thing, when it comes to winning a woman over, it's no different. After all, we're dealing with human psychology. Certain mental triggers can make a woman want to be with you, want to stay with you, and do it faster with fewer objections. A mental trigger is a psychological mechanism that can dramatically influence a woman's or any human's decision-making process. I'll give you a quick example. A few years ago, I went to a large supermarket in my city. Over the loudspeakers, they announced iPhones on sale at an incredible discount, but only for that day. Now, I had no plans to buy an iPhone that day, not even close. Yet, I walked out of that supermarket with 2 iPhones. That's the power of a mental trigger. What they used on me was the scarcity trigger, limited time opportunities. If the sale had been open-ended, I doubt I would have made such a quick and impulsive decision. And this is the point I want you to grasp. Most decisions, whether they're a woman's or your own, are not made logically. Our decisions are primarily emotional. Our subconscious and emotions play a huge role. Mental triggers work on this subconscious level, guiding women's feelings and actions, even leading them to do things they might normally hesitate to do. In this video, I'm going to teach you 2 incredibly powerful mental triggers that can make a woman desperate for you and have her eating out of your hand. These triggers create emotional intensity and even make her afraid of losing you. But listen carefully. Only use this with a woman you genuinely care about and have good intentions for. If you're not serious about her, don't misuse these techniques. Why did I decide to create a video on this topic? Well, I often see my followers acting impulsively and emotionally when dealing with a woman they're interested in. In their eagerness to please, they end up doing things that are major turn-offs, like over-complimenting her or being available 24/7. And let me tell you, this kind of behavior repels women more often than it helps. So today, I'm going to teach you the opposite approach using these 2 powerful mental triggers. The first trigger is scarcity. Now, pay attention, because I'm not talking about giving her the cold shoulder or playing fake hard to get. That doesn't work. You need to understand the true nature of scarcity. Think about the meaning of desire. What is desire? Desire is the absence of something. You only desire what you don't have. You've probably also heard sayings like "Pavos," people only value what they lose, or "we want what we can't have." These statements are deeply tied to the concept of scarcity, which is a driving force in attraction and seduction. Yeah, and it makes total sense because desire is at its core the absence of something. People crave things that are extremely scarce, like a rare animal species or gold. Think about it. If gold were as common as rocks, covering the ground everywhere, do you think it would hold the same value? The rarer something is, the more it's desired. So knowing that desire is the absence of something and that scarcity genuinely impacts a woman, how do you use scarcity the right way? Here's a simple approach. Don't center your life around her. If you're getting to know a new woman, focus on yourself, your projects, your passions, your goals. Of course, if you're interested in her, you're going to show it. You'll invest in conversations and quality time because you're a social being and there's nothing wrong with showing interest. But here's the key. When you're with her, whether it's on a weekend date or chatting briefly over text, be fully present. Make those moments unforgettable, charming, and full of good energy. But once you're done talking or spending time together, switch gears. Dive back into your work, hobbies, and personal interests with the same enthusiasm and presence. This is where scarcity comes into play. When you're deeply engaged in your own life, she'll naturally feel your absence during the times you're not available, and she'll start craving more time with you. She'll want to occupy a larger space in your life. Now, if you're constantly around her, texting her all day, making her the center of your world, there's no room for her to miss you. Without that space, there's no desire, no fear of losing you. Desire, remember, is created by the absence of something. The second mental trigger that can literally make a woman desperate is the trigger of indifference. Indifference doesn't mean you don't care. It's about showing that you're not overly affected by her actions. Let me share a personal story. Once, when I was looking for a coaching program, I researched several institutions. One in particular caught my eye. It was well known and highly regarded. I contacted the sales rep and he invited me to visit the campus. When I got there, he was incredibly polite and enthusiastic. He showed me around, highlighted the benefits of their program, and encouraged me to enroll. At the end of the conversation, he asked if I was ready to commit. I told him, I really liked everything I saw, but I'm still planning to check out another program from a competitor I'm curious about. Here's where it got interesting. He could have tried to badmouth the competition or pressure me, but instead he said, that's a great choice, they're excellent, but to be honest, they don't compare to what we offer here. Still, feel free to explore and decide for yourself. That response sealed the deal for me. Why? Because his indifference conveyed confidence. He wasn't afraid of losing me. He even praised the competition, showing he believed in the value of his program. It was clear. He wanted me to enroll, but he didn't need me. This same principle applies to attraction. Indifference subtly communicates that you know your worth. It's not about being cold or uninterested. It's about showing you're confident and self-assured. For example, if a woman tries to make you jealous by mentioning another guy or playing hard to get, don't react emotionally. If she takes a long time to reply to your messages, let it roll off your back. Respond when it feels natural for you, not as a reaction to her timing. Another example of using indifference is related to her beauty. Imagine you've just met a woman who's stunning and everyone is constantly complimenting her. Instead of doing the same, focus on something unique. Maybe like a photo of her pet, a book she's reading, or something unrelated to her looks. This subtle indifference to her beauty makes you stand out and shows you're not dazzled by her appearance alone. By doing this, you communicate a powerful message. You recognize your own value and see yourself as her equal. This kind of confidence is magnetic. It's the mindset of a high-value man who knows his worth, his limits, and what he deserves. If this video resonated with you and added value to your journey, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next one.